and Florida had 5 players score in double figures as the 16th-ranked Gators knocked off number 17 LSU 81-65. Torian Green's back-to-back threes capped a 16-3 second-half run that broke open a tie game. Green scored 18 points for Florida, who advanced to the SEC title game for the 3rd straight year. With a 23-8 record and an SEC title, the Tigers were rewarded with a number 4 seed for the NCAA tournament and a first-round matchup in the Jacksonville Regional with Iona.
Everybody doubts us, man. Everybody. We ain't got nobody here but ourselves and the people on this bench, man. Let's show everybody what we made of.
The Gales surprised LSU as they took the first half lead 37-32. But the Tigers rallied with an 18-7 run in the second half to turn a tie game into an 11-point lead. After Iona cut the lead to 3, Glenn Davis took over. Big Baby missed 8 of his first 9 shots and hit 6 straight when it counted. And LSU shot 65% from the floor in the second half. To advance to the second round with an 80-64 win. LSU players were admittedly relieved to be through the first round and now faced a second round matchup with Texas A&M. There seemed to be plenty of reason to be enjoying the experience when the Tigers took a 7-point lead in the second half. The game took a turn for the worse. A&M needed just a minute and a half to erase the deficit and take a 2-point lead on a jump hook by Joseph Jones. The Tigers answered behind the muscle of Glenn Davis. Big Baby powered his way to the hoop to tie the game again. With just 20 seconds to play, AC Law gave the Aggies a 1-point lead. With time running out, LSU turned to a play they call special. and special it was. Darryl Mitchell was just 1 of 7 from three-point range, but hit the biggest shot of his career with 3.9 seconds on the clock. A shot that advanced the Tigers to the Sweet 16. In Atlanta, the Tigers and their fans found themselves in familiar and comfortable territory. The Georgia Dome has been host to many SEC conference tournaments, but with top-seeded Duke next up on the bracket, there was a lot more on the line. Player of the Year J.J. Redick has frustrated teams all season long, but he was the one getting frustrated as freshman Garrett Temple shut down the ACC's all-time leading scorer, holding him to a season-low 11 points on 3 of 18 shooting. Redick's last basket of the game came at the 3.5-minute mark and gave Duke the lead 52-51. The Tigers responded by outscoring the Blue Devils 11-2. Then Tyrus Thomas took over in the game's final minute. LSU upset Duke 62-54 to move within one game of its first trip to the Final Four in 20 years. Standing in the way was a Texas team, the number 2 seed in the regional.
20 minutes, yo. Come on, everybody. Let's do it, man. Horns on 3. 1, 2, 3. Horn.
A school hoping to become the first to win national titles in football and basketball in the same year. Could 7 freshmen, 1 senior, a junior, and a big baby from Louisiana spoil the dream? The game was a classic back-and-forth battle. There were 11 lead changes. With just over a minute to play, Glenn Davis hit a turnaround jumper and gave the Tigers a 52-49 lead. The LSU defense tried to slam the door, first blocking a try by P.J. Tucker, but couldn't get control of the ball. And after Garrett Temple blocked Kenton Paulino's second try, Daniel Gibson picked up the loose ball and tied the game. In the overtime, LSU took advantage of a Texas turnover. Finally, Davis stepped up and out to give LSU a 7-point lead, and Texas never recovered. Tyrus Thomas scored 21 points and grabbed 13 rebounds in the Elite Eight win and was named the region's most outstanding player. More than 2,000 fans sent the team on its way to Indianapolis with a final pep rally at the Maravich Assembly Center. Then, 25,000 more welcomed the team at the RCA Dome for its Friday night public practice, one day before its matchup with UCLA, and just one game away from playing for the title. Between the overwhelming attention from fans and the media, the team squeezed in a final practice and film session before a Final Four showdown with UCLA. Frustrated and worn down, LSU struggled to find a rhythm in the first half. And UCLA dominated the Tigers defensively, putting Glenn Davis in foul trouble and holding Daryl Mitchell in check. LSU made just 16 shots from the floor and didn't make a three-pointer. Early in the second half, the Bruins put the game out of reach. In the end, the Bruins were on to the title game with a 59-45 victory. After a season when LSU struggled to get respect, the youthful Tigers finished the year with their first outright SEC title in 21 years, their first trip to the Final Four in 20 years, a number 3 national ranking from the coaches, and the SEC Coach of the Year, Player of the Year, and Freshman of the Year. All the accomplishments and honors add up to one unforgettable season.